My fiancé's family threw an intervention saying, "You're not good enough for our daughter. Break up with her." I was sitting right there. I replied, "Interesting meeting." Then I stood up, took the ring off her finger, and left. When she chased me to the parking lot begging me to stay, I, 31 male, proposed to my fiancée, 28, about 3 months back. Been together 4 years. Best 4 years of my life, honestly. She's everything. Smart, funny, makes me laugh when I'm stressed about work. I'm Asian American, second generation, software engineer. She's white, grew up in the suburbs with a pretty traditional family. Her family was always weird with me. Not outright rude, just off. Like they were being polite because they had to be. Her dad would shake my hand like he was handling something fragile. Her mom smiled, but it never reached her eyes. I kept thinking maybe I was paranoid, reading into things that weren't there. My fiancé kept saying they just needed time, that they were like that with everyone, that once they got to know me better, it'd be fine. I wanted to believe her, so I did. Last Sunday, her mom called. "Family dinner, you should both come, important." My fiancé looked surprised but said sure. We showed up around 6. Her parents were there, obviously, but also her older brother and his wife, her younger sister, her aunt and uncle, her mom's side. That's when my stomach started turning. Why would extended family be at a random Sunday dinner? No food cooking, no table set, just everyone sitting in this circle in the living room like some kind of jury. My fiancé looked at me. I shrugged. Neither of us knew what was happening. Her dad cleared his throat. "Real serious. We asked you both here because we need to have a conversation." "About what?" My fiancé's voice had that edge it gets when she's about to get defensive. Her mom jumped in quick. "Honey, we've been thinking about your engagement. We have concerns." Concerns. My fiancé repeated it flat, not a question. Her dad looked right at me, didn't blink. "Son, you seem like a nice young man, but we don't think you're the right fit for our daughter." Just like that, straight shot to the face. I kept my expression neutral even though my stomach dropped through the floor. "I see." Her brother leaned forward, all concerned. "Look, nothing personal. We just think our sister deserves someone who understands her background, her culture. Someone who shares our values," her aunt added, nodding like this was all perfectly reasonable. My fiancée stood up so fast her chair scraped. "What the hell is this?" "Sit down, sweetheart," her mom said. "Let us explain." "Explain what? That you ambushed us? That you're sitting here telling my fiancé he's not good enough?" Her dad's voice got that firm tone. The dad voice. "This isn't about good enough. This is about what's best for you long term. You'll have children someday. Don't you want them to have a father who shares your heritage, who looks like you?" And there it was, the thing nobody wanted to say out loud. My fiancé's face went red. "Are you serious right now? Are you actually?" Her mom stood up, reaching for her. "We're not being prejudiced, honey. We're being practical. Mixed marriages are harder. The children face difficulties. We're just protecting your future." "Protecting my future by being racist?" "We're not racist," her uncle cut in. "We have Asian friends. This isn't about race, it's about cultural compatibility." The "I have Asian friends" defense. Classic. I'd been quiet this whole time, just sitting there watching this play out like a bad movie. Part of me wanted to argue, to defend myself, to make them see how messed up this was. But you can't logic someone out of something they didn't logic themselves into. "Interesting meeting," I said, standing up. Everyone looked at me. My fiancé's eyes were wet, face red, looking between me and her family like she couldn't process what was happening. "I'm gonna go." "What?" "No," she started. I took her left hand, gently, slid the ring off her finger. She made this sound, like a wounded animal. "I'm not doing this to you," I said quietly. "I'm not making you choose. That's not fair." "Stop," her voice broke. "Don't do this. I love you too much to watch you get torn apart." Meant every word. "You deserve better than this situation." Pocketed the ring, nodded once at her family, who all had these varying expressions of satisfaction and discomfort, walked out. Made it to my car, had my keys out, was unlocking the door when I heard running footsteps. "Wait, please wait." Turned around. She was in socks, no shoes, had literally run outside after me, crying so hard she could barely breathe. "Don't go, please don't leave me." "Your family." "I don't care about my family." She grabbed my arms. "I care about you. I love you. You can't just give up on us because they're being horrible. I'm not making you choose between. I'm not choosing. You're choosing. You're the one I want to marry. They can accept it or they can go to hell. She was shaking, full body shaking. I pulled her into my arms and she just collapsed into me. Are you sure? I asked into her hair. Because they might never come around. You understand that? She pulled back, looked me dead in the eyes, tear-streaked face, running nose, total mess. Then they don't come around. I'm not losing you because they're stuck in the 1950s. Give me my ring back. What? The ring. Give it to me. She held out her hand. I pulled it from my pocket. She snatched it and shoved it back on her own finger. There. Still engaged. We're getting my stuff and I'm staying with you. I'm done with them. Behind her, her family had come to the doorway. Her mom was calling her name, voice all high and panicky. She didn't even turn around. Get in the car, she said to me. We got in. I drove. She didn't look back once. Update 1. That was last Sunday. Been about a week and honestly it's been a lot. My fiancé's been staying at my place. Called out sick Monday, spent the day angry crying and rage cleaning my kitchen. Which honestly needed it, so that worked out. Her phone started going crazy Sunday night. Everyone calling. She ignored most of it, but finally looked at the messages a couple days later. Her mom, we just want what's best for you. Please come home so we can talk rationally. You're being emotional. We love you. Her dad, you're making a huge mistake. Don't throw away your family over some relationship. He's not worth it. Her brother, can't believe you're choosing him over us. Real mature. Mom and dad are devastated. Her sister was the only one who sent something halfway human. I don't agree with what they did, but I hope you're okay. My fiancée only responded to her sister. Just, I'm fine. Need space. Midweek, her mom showed up at her office. Just walked in and asked to see her. My fiancé told me about it that night. Said her mom stood in the lobby with this wounded expression doing the whole, I can't believe you won't answer my calls thing. Went into this speech about family loyalty. How disappointed everyone was. How I was manipulating her. Isolating her from her family. Yeah, I'm isolating her. Not the people who literally held an intervention to break us up. My fiancé told her showing up at her workplace was inappropriate and she needed to leave. Then went back upstairs. Her mom apparently stood there for another 20 minutes before security asked her to go. Few days later, we were making dinner. Normal evening, I was complaining about work stuff. My phone rang, unknown number. Answered without thinking. Is this him? Woman's voice. Her mom. Is this the man stealing my daughter? My fiancé heard and came over. I put it on speaker. I want you to know what you're doing to this family. My daughter won't speak to us. Her father is beside himself. You've manipulated her. Mom, my fiancé cut in. I can hear you. That's not what happened. You told him he wasn't good enough because he's Asian. We did not. We said you weren't compatible. You said you wanted me to marry someone who shares our heritage, someone who looks like me. That's literally racism. I'm not a racist. How dare you? I just want what's best for you. What's best for me is him. If you can't accept that, then you don't accept me. Silence. Then her mom's voice went cold. If you marry him, don't expect us at the wedding. My fiancé didn't even hesitate. Then don't expect an invitation. Click. We stood there. My fiancé started laughing. Not happy laughing, that unhinged laugh when things are so absurd your brain can't process them. Did that just happen? Yeah. My mom just uninvited herself to my wedding. Yep. She sat down hard. I sat next to her. I don't know if I should cry or keep laughing. Could do both. She leaned against me. Thank you for not just leaving that night. I know you were trying to give me an out, but I don't want an out. I want you. Good, because I want you too. Even if my family never speaks to me again? Especially then, I said, because that means you chose us, and that's everything. Next day her brother called. She answered on speaker. You know Dad's blood pressure is through the roof, right? Hello to you too. I'm serious. Mom said you uninvited them from the wedding they were going to help pay for? They uninvited themselves, and I don't want money with conditions attached. You're being selfish. I'm being selfish. I'm not the one who held an intervention to break up my sister's relationship. You'll regret this. Only thing I regret is not seeing this sooner. He hung up on her. She looked at me. Guess we're paying for everything ourselves. We don't need a big wedding. I'd marry you in a parking lot at this point. That weekend we had dinner with my parents. They knew something was up. My fiancé told them everything. My mom reached across the table and grabbed her hand. I'm so sorry. My fiancé started tearing up. I'm sorry your future in-laws are racist. My dad, who's usually pretty quiet, shook his head. Their loss. You love our son, you're kind, you're smart, that's all we care about. My fiancé full-on cried. Happy crying. My mom got up and hugged her. You're already our daughter, my mom said. With or without a wedding, you're ours. That made her cry harder. In the car going home, she was quiet. Then, your parents are wonderful. They really are. I might never have that with my own parents again. I know, and I hate that. Don't. She turned to me. Don't take responsibility for their bigotry. You didn't do anything wrong. You exist. You love me. That's it. The fact they can't handle that is on them. I wanted to believe her, but there's still this weight in my chest, like I broke her family, even though logically I know I didn't. Update 2. About 2 weeks since the intervention, things kept escalating. Her parents went quiet for almost a week. We actually thought maybe they were processing. Then she got an email from her dad. Subject, important family information. She opened it over breakfast. Her face went white. Turned the laptop toward me. Long email. Started with after much prayer and thought, which never leads anywhere good. Said they'd talked to their pastor, that the church had been so supportive, that they decided if she insisted on this path, they had no choice but to lovingly distance themselves until she came to her senses. Last part, we will always love you, but we cannot support a decision that goes against our values. We hope you'll realize what you're giving up. The door is open for you, but not for him. My fiancée closed the laptop, stared at the table. They brought their pastor into this, she finally said. Made it a church thing. If you say you're sorry one more time, I'm gonna lose it. She opened the laptop back up. I'm responding. Typed for maybe 10 minutes. Showed me before sending. I'm not giving up anything except people who would rather lose their daughter than admit they're wrong. You say the door is open for me but not for him. That's not a door I'm walking through. I hope someday you realize what you lost. Don't contact me unless it's to apologize to both of us. Hit send. Phone rang immediately. Her dad. She declined. Her mom called. Declined. Brother, declined. She turned her phone completely off. That felt good, she said, but her hands were shaking. Couple days later she got a handwritten letter at work from her aunt, the one from the intervention. Long thing about family and honoring your parents and how I was coming between her and her loved ones. Bottom of the letter, I've known you since you were born. This isn't really you. Wake up before you do permanent damage. My fiancé texted back. The only people who damaged anything are all of you. Don't contact me again. Her aunt tried calling. We went venue shopping midweek. Found this garden place that rents out for small events. Beautiful. Perfect for about 50 people. The coordinator asked about family involvement. Just his family, my fiancé said. Mine isn't invited. The coordinator got sympathetic but didn't ask questions. We booked it. In the car after, she was quiet. You okay? I keep thinking about how my mom used to talk about my wedding. She had it all planned in her head. The dress, the flowers, everything, and now she won't even be there. We can wait. Give them time. No. Firm. I'm not putting my life on hold waiting for them to stop being bigots. We're getting married, with or without them. She said it strong, but I saw her wipe her eyes when she thought I wasn't looking. Her sister called the next day. The reasonable one, my fiancé put her on speaker. Just wanted to check in, heard about Dad's email. Yeah, I think they're being ridiculous. Thanks. Pause. But I'm in a tough spot. They're my parents too, and they're making it clear that anyone who supports you is choosing sides. My fiancé's whole body tensed. So you're calling to say what? I'm calling to say I love you, but I can't be in the middle. I have to see them at holidays. I can't be cut off from everyone. I'm not asking you to be cut off. I'm asking you to tell them they're wrong. I can't do that. I'm your sister. And they're our parents, but you're the one who chose to make this a thing by getting engaged to him. The way she said it. Like I wasn't right there listening. My fiancé's voice went ice cold. I didn't make this an ultimatum. They did. All I did was refuse to break up with someone because of his race. It's not about, yes it is, and if you can't see that, you're part of the problem. Silence. I guess I am, her sister said quietly. I hope things work out. She hung up. My fiancée threw her phone across the room. It hit the wall but survived somehow. I just lost my sister too. Then she started crying. The kind where you can't breathe. I held her while she fell apart. That was a couple days ago. Yesterday we just existed, watched TV, ordered food, didn't talk about any of it. But last night in bed she said something that's been stuck in my head. I don't regret choosing you. I need you to know that. I know. Do you? Because sometimes you get this look like you think you ruined everything. I just hate watching you lose everyone. It's happening to us, she corrected. And we're handling it together. She's right. But it still feels heavy. Final update. Been about 6 weeks total. Probably should wrap this up. Week after my last update, my fiancée got another email from her dad. No message, just attachments. Her birth certificate, social security card, old documents. The message was clear. We're done. Here's your stuff. She stared at it for a long time. Downloaded everything. Replied, received, and that was it. That night she was really quiet. I asked if she wanted to talk. Not really. It's just, I kept waiting for them to realize what they're doing, to have some moment where they see they're throwing their daughter away over something so stupid. But that email was them saying that's never happening, and weirdly, that makes it easier. The waiting was worse. Yeah? I'm not sad anymore, just done. Made sense to me. We threw ourselves into wedding planning. Nothing fancy. Garden venue, 40 people. Simple ceremony. My parents offered to help with costs. Her childhood best friend doing flowers cheap. Another friend photographing. It was coming together. Radio silence from her family for a while. Then, couple weeks ago, her mom sent a Facebook message request. I heard you're moving forward with the wedding. We're praying for you. We hope you come to your senses before you make a permanent mistake. It's not too late. My fiancée screenshot it, sent it to her sister with, tell mom this is why we're not talking. Her sister read it, but didn't respond. Wedding planning continued, sent invitations, got RSVPs back. My side filled up, her side mostly empty. But the people who mattered were coming. Then last week her sister called. My fiancé almost didn't answer. I'm not taking sides, her sister said fast, but I need to tell you something. Okay. Dad had a health scare, high blood pressure thing, he's fine, but it freaked everyone out. Mom kept saying she wished you were there, how hard this was without you, and I got mad, told them they could have you there, but they chose this. My fiancé stayed quiet. They didn't like that. We got into this huge fight. I said what they did was cruel and racist and they needed to apologize. Dad said I was betraying the family, so I left. I'm not talking to them right now either. You're not? No, and I wanted you to know. I should have stood up for you from the start. I'm sorry. Long pause. Do you want to come to the wedding? My fiancé asked. If you'll have me, we will. The wedding happened last weekend. Small, intimate, perfect. My parents walked my fiancé down the aisle. She asked them to. My mom cried the entire time. Her sister was there, front row on her side, made it less empty. At the reception, her sister pulled me aside. I owe you an apology too. I was wrong to stay silent. Thank you. That means a lot. She loves you crazy amounts. I've never seen her like this. Same. Good, because she burned everything for you. Don't screw it up. Never. We danced, ate too much cake, stayed till they kicked us out. It was everything it should have been. The people who weren't there, their absence was loud, but it didn't ruin anything. Got back from our honeymoon couple days ago. Short trip, just needed to decompress. When we got home, there was a card in the mail. From her mom. My wife opened it. Generic congratulations card with a note. I heard you went through with it. I hope you know what you've done to this family. When you're ready to make things right, we'll be here. My wife read it twice, handed it to me. I read it. What do you want to do? She took it back, walked to the kitchen, threw it in the trash. Haven't heard from them since. My wife talks to her sister regularly now. They're rebuilding slowly. But her parents, brother, extended family, nothing. Her mom's church friend reached out on Facebook after seeing wedding photos. Long message about how everyone makes mistakes and family is family, and would my wife consider reaching out to start healing. My wife's response, I'm happy to heal when they apologize for their racism. Until then, I have nothing to say. Friend never responded. Are we okay? Yeah. We are. My wife has moments where she gets sad, usually around holidays or when we're with my family. She'll get quiet, and I know she's thinking about what it could have been like. But then she'll squeeze my hand and say, I'd do it again, and I believe her. Her coworker asked if she ever thinks about reaching out to fix things. She said, they broke it. They can fix it. That's where we are. We built our own family. My parents, her sister, our friends, people who show up. Are her parents gonna change? Probably not. And that's sad, but it's their choice. My wife told me last night she used to worry she'd regret cutting them off. But I don't. I regret they made me choose. I regret they cared more about your race than my happiness. But I don't regret you. We're good, building our life, and if they never come around, they miss watching their daughter be happy. That's on them. My wife changed her phone number last week. Fresh start. Only people who earned it have the new one. Her family's not on that list. Said it felt like closing a door that should have been closed a while ago. So yeah, that's it. We're married, happy. Her family's out by their own choice. We're moving forward. Not the ending I expected when I walked out of that intervention, but it might be better.